said before, Master Dogen's teachings were very simple, direct, and it wants you to think about your own meditation at this moment. That's all his teaching is about. One of the things he wanted to focus on, again, is coming back to being in the moment. He says the time, what we call as time, it goes out very swiftly, very quickly. Time doesn't wait. It keeps on going. People grow older. Each day, each moment, we are getting older and older. When this is going on, Master Dogen's suggestion is we want to focus on our meditation at this very moment. Because the life is going to happen very quickly and swiftly, do not waste your time. This is the same kind of thought Swami Vivekananda talks about. He says, arise and awake, do not stop until you reach the goal. The goal he was talking about is not any material goal. The goal he was talking about is the goal of realizing the ultimate. That is your goal. Do not stop and squander the time. The same thought is being reflected by Master Dogen. He says, do not waste your time. Do not waste your time. Do not think that I'm going to do this meditation or this practice tomorrow or 1 year from now or 3 months from now. We all have our own book of excuses. In my daughter's class, the teacher used to say this. Each kid, they have their own book of excuses. Very unique. You cannot find those excuses in the next person's book. I think that is applicable to us as well, for adults as well. Each one of us have a nice book of excuses. We can use those excuses and take down all the different kinds of recipes for your pizza for the rest of your life. If you're not able to get to that and make that pizza and eat it, there is no point in gathering information. So this is exactly Master Dogen says. Make use of the time, do not waste it. When we talk about time, time has a relationship with our own mind. As we all know, time is not real. Time is something we have created. It is a unit of measurement of the so-called movement, right? The earth rotates, the whole thing is moving around. We wanted to make sure that we can understand this a little bit better. So we invented time. You may ask the past, the present, and all that. The time exists when you think about the past. If you are still stuck in the past, something, let's say something happened yesterday, even this yesterday and tomorrow, all of these are our own convenience. Everything is in our mind. That yesterday is nothing, is in your memory. It is not somewhere else. It's right here in your mind. So this memory, and we associate this with time, the past. The future is also time. So when you take away these two things, there is no time existing. We are always in the present. Life happens in the present. What you can do can be done at this moment. This is exactly what Master Dogen says. Instead of wasting your time, focus on what you can do now. Continuing this thought, many of us who are coming from India or any Asian countries for that matter, we are all exposed to this concept of rebirth, right? We love this idea. We talk about karma, and the same breath we talk about how this keeps coming back, right? You die and then you get a new life. You keep on going with the different kinds of lives, different kinds of animals, plants, and all those things. So that's what we are all exposed to, right? The next birth. The idea is there for a specific reason, but we folks, we take it for a particular thing, which makes it very comfortable for us. We think, if I'm not able to meditate in this lifetime, if I'm just hearing all these things and trying to listen to a few things, but I can still do all this serious practice in my next life. or later in my life. When you are 30, you don't want to be in that path. You want to wait until you become 60, or you become 70, or 80, or 85. So we postpone things. Instead of postponing, and some people postpone it to the next life, we think, oh, this life, whatever I'm doing, this is enough. Next life, I'm going to be in a better position to meditate. You keep postponing it. Please remember, when we talk about rebirth, the reincarnation is a different thing altogether. I'm not talking about reincarnation. We are talking about the birth, the getting to be born and die and take another life. This concept is given to us to understand the fact that how our mind works in this life will have an impact in the world which is going to come next. So we have to understand this concept really well. When you end this life, you won't know what kind of thing you are going to get into in the next life if you believe in that concept, right? It's going to be totally a new thing for us. What is being transmitted from here to the next life is something we have to understand. And this class is not the class to talk about all that. But the only thing you have to keep remembering is when you go from here to next, we do not know what is going to happen. Instead of waiting for the next life or the next another 100 lives, Master Dogen and many other masters tell to us, focus on this life. You may not even have to believe in the next life. Just forget about that. What can we do in this life? Again, we are talking about this moment. Instead of postponing our urge to follow this path, our passion to follow this path in with our fullest attention to it, do not postpone it and try to do it right now. So that's what Master Dogen is talking about in this teaching. He wants the mind to be brought down to this moment so that it can focus on what is available to us right now, which is to work on our mind and purify the mind so that you can get to the state of enlightenment right here. And you sit here in meditation even without the desire to get enlightened, because that is going to lead you to different goals and all those distractions. You be here, give your fullest attention, and you realize that state of mind. So he is teaching us in different ways.